Hey guys, Joseph Baba Ifa here on the channel that is connecting you to your destiny. Once again, coming at you with another video about the letter of the year, La Letra Del Año for 2021, Ika Ofun. Now, in the past videos on this subject, we touched on, ethics, positive and negative, that the sign speaks of, and how we really have to reassimilate those to, have a better existence here on Earth. Apart from that, we also touched on the effects that this Odu could have or could be talking about when we're talking about the pandemic of COVID-19. But I wanted to end the videos on a positive note because this Odu speaks about some really inspirational things when it comes to achievement, when it comes to, ascension and accomplishing things. Ifa says we can accomplish things this year. So before we get into that, if you haven't had the opportunity, please go ahead and subscribe. And here we go. So Ika Ofun. Really interesting verses that I found here, especially from the traditional practice of Ifa, from our Isheshe brothers. Love the information that they have as well as ours. And there's a story here that speaks of a turtle, right? And the turtle went for divination. And Ifa divined and revealed that great things were coming to him, great presents, great gifts, great prosperity. And all he had to do to be able to achieve them was sacrifice, right? The turtle, being a little proud and being a little bit self-sufficient or autosufficient, said, I'm not going to do Ebo. Ebo is too much work. Prosperity takes too much work. I'd rather just go at my pace, procrastinate, wait for things to come to me, and, we'll see how life goes. Obviously, or apparently, the blessing never arrived to the turtle. And if we kind of look at the turtle's existence, it's kind of a humdinger, right? It's not something that is necessarily exciting. It moves pretty slow. It doesn't achieve a lot. It's actually, pretty common that it becomes prey to things. The best aspect it has of itself is probably the shell and patience that it has. But I think Ika Ofun is saying here that, too much patience might not be a positive thing either. We have to have motivated patience. We have to, accept the conditions that are being presented to us by nature in the world, but at the same time, control what we can so that, when things do open up, we're right and ready for that blessing to arrive, right? So how do we interpret Ifa? Ifa is saying this Odu is trying to tell us patience is important, but good things are on the way as long as we make decisions to be able to achieve them or be ready for when they come. For example, with the COVID thing, taking all measurements to protect ourselves and those around us so we can finally move forward, where Ifa says that we're going to be able to get out of this situation this year. So that's only going to happen if right from the beginning, even though, we're at the beginning of February now, we're still in this first quarter of the year, we could really have an effect on things really moving forward positively this year. So we have to do everything within our power to be able to control the outcome of our lives and our world, right? And that starts with, following the advice of the professionals, and doing everything we can to protect ourselves, right? So it speaks of that. And it's not just speaking about society, it speaks about religiously. If you want positive things, being a practitioner of Ifa, do your things early this year, Ifa says, so we can avoid missed opportunities. Because Ifa speaks of that if we allow spiritually as a community things to continue, we're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities this year pertaining to Ifa and Orisha and the world as a whole, right? And on a personal note, really set goals this year, because Ifa says through organization, diligence, and dedication, assimilating the ethics of Ifa, conduct of Ifa, protecting our health, we're going to accomplish great things this year. Ika Ofun is pretty miraculous in that regard. Whatever you want, you can get. So touches on that. So don't live the negative aspect of the turtle. The other aspect of the sign that I wanted to touch on, it has a very nice verse that speaks about Ori, or our internal destiny, that lives right there, the extension of Olodumare within our bodies, our own divine presence here on earth, right? That which dictates our existence and our experience here on earth. So the verse in Ori, to put it in a nutshell, because it's very poetic and very elongated, it says, we're going to wish positive things on those who wish negative things on us so that they can be alive to be able to see our prosperity. It says divination was performed for Ori when it was coming down to earth, and people asked, who will support me through these difficult times? And Ifa said, Ori will. So when we look at the message that Ifa is saying, it once again is bringing full circle with the ethics. Ifa says there's going to be a natural disposition of certain people who haven't, assimilated the ethic of Ifa to do negative spiritual things or just negative things in general to other human beings. Ifa says, wish them well, Wish them patience, wish them understanding and maturity so they can realize what they're doing is very unproductive and will not gratify them, even if they achieve their goals, because they don't realize the stipulations that their goals come with. So wish them well, pray for them, right? But at the same time, pray for them so they could see the example of your victory and your success so that they can use that example to better their own lives and get motivated and accomplish things for themselves rather than trying to derail others. Ifa says, he who is aligned with his Ori, his destiny, good conduct, patience, all of these things is going to achieve whatever they want this year because Ori will defend them. Ori will support them. Olodumare will, the Orishas will, and all of the positive things that this sign speaks of. But we have to avoid the Ayewo, and we have to avoid the negative manifestations so that this year can be the year where we move forward as a religious community, as a human race, as all of these things to really, see the benefits that nature has for us after we get over these hurdles, right? Guys, it's been a wonderful process. I'm very happy we were able to delve into the letter of the year this year. Very interesting one, a lot of information, a lot of wisdom that can be accepted and assimilated into your life and your daily routines here to really have the best 2021 possible. Botanica Candles and More appreciates you. Joseph Baba Ifa appreciates you. Thank you so much for waiting. We have more videos coming out on Eshu. Delving into a couple more paths on Eshu. If you have any other questions specifically about Eshu, please go ahead and put them. Other questions in general, please go ahead and put them in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And if you have any questions about the letter of the year or even possibly getting your own annual reading for your letter of the year, which is the most important thing, please go ahead and contact the Botanica at 407-440-2086 to be able to go ahead and do so to see what Orumila, Ifa, and Orisha has in store for you this year. And it's only going to be positive things because we're going to do Ebo and we're going to go ahead and avoid all the negativity, right? So guys, thank you once again for supporting the channel. Really appreciate you guys and wishing you nothing but the best. And just like always, take care of each other and take care of yourselves. Aboru aboye aboshishe. Take care, guys.